Hi, and welcome back to Simply Holistic Mike. In this video, I want to share with you some information about PCOS, and at the end of this video, I will share with you what you can do to reduce the symptoms. First, what is PCOS? PCOS stands for Polycystic Ovary Syndrome, and it's a health condition that affects women primarily of childbearing age. And essentially, it's a condition where small fluid-filled sacs are found growing on the ovaries. So what are some of the signs and symptoms of PCOS? With PCOS, there can be thinning of hair on the scalp or hair loss. There can be acne on the face and the body, pain in the lower abdomen or the lower back, irregular menstrual cycle. There can be excess hair growth on the face and body. Cravings for certain foods, it could be one of them. Or sometimes there are no symptoms. So what are the causes, or what cause PCOS? PCOS is driven by excess insulin levels. So sometimes this is referred to as insulin-related PCOS. Essentially what's happening is when we have high blood sugar or high blood glucose, insulin spikes or insulin goes up. And insulin is a metabolic hormone that takes excess blood sugar and it moves it into various cells within the body. When insulin is prolonged or high for too long, what happens is it inhibits an enzyme called aromatase. And aromatase function is to convert androgens, which are primarily male hormones, into estrogens, which are primarily female hormones. So when insulin levels are high or too high for too long, this inhibition of aromatase occurs. And this is where we get the buildup of androgens in the body. And this is why we see some of the signs and symptoms such as excess hair growth, thinning of hair, acne, and pain. And like I said, there are many other signs and symptoms, and sometimes there are no symptoms. Now, when it comes to diagnosis, getting checked out by a medical professional is extremely important, especially if you display some of these signs and symptoms. But just a word of caution, just because you display some of these signs and symptoms doesn't necessarily mean that you have PCOS. Now, a positive diagnosis of PCOS will include a couple of things. So one, there's excess buildup of androgens in the body, and two, there are cysts found growing on the ovaries, and this is typically detected through an ultrasound. Now, let's talk about conventional medical treatments for PCOS. These can include birth control pills. They can include medications for aromatase, as well as medications to help lower blood sugar. Because remember, it's that blood sugar that's causing that insulin spike that's affecting aromatase. Now, my role as a holistic nutritionist is to help you lower blood sugar as natural as possible. So we've come to the last section, and this is what you can do to lower blood sugar. So in the world of supplements, there's a supplement that stands out amongst many, and that's a supplement called berberine. And berberine has been shown to lower blood sugar as effectively as prescribed medication. Two other supplements that I want to discuss, and that's magnesium and B vitamins. And both of these are very effective in helping to reduce blood sugar levels. Now, when it comes to nutrition, there are two things that I think you should add to every meal, and that's protein and fiber. And whether you're getting your protein from animal or plant sources, it doesn't matter as long as you're taking in enough protein. Now, when it comes to fiber and protein, both of these help us feel fuller longer. So essentially, they can help to bring down those blood sugar levels and subsequent insulin levels. The next thing that I want to talk about is a little bit of both. It's lifestyle and it's nutrition combined, and that's intermittent fasting. When done right, intermittent fasting has been shown to help lower blood sugar. Now last, and this one I'll place at the top in terms of my recommendations. I recommend optimizing sleep. Sleep is wonderful for help lowering blood sugar, insulin, and balancing hormones. Now I know in certain cases of PCOS, sleep is affected, but if you can place sleep as a top priority, this can help reduce the signs and symptoms of PCOS. I hope the information in this video helped you, and if you think someone can use this, please share it with them, as well as don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, take care.